Wagwan my peeps, welcome back to my channel, The Lone Soldier. I'm Ricardo, and thank you for joining me again on another Monday. Hope you enjoyed your strong head, and I wish you all the best for your coming strong days. And yes, people, it's another episode, and this is Mission 16, and we're still going to continue on the educational system. Yeah man, because I want to show people where most of the trouble has started. We see it affect society, you understand, and this is a place where it starts in schools, so I'm just show you some stuff from my point of view, you understand. So because remember in Jamaica I'm there, so I don't really need to dig up nothing. I'm live, see it every day, so we can just elaborate on it. Yeah man, but you don't know our standardized thing here, so before we jump into it we have to drop a positive line, quote or verse, but this one is a line again. And it goes, sometimes the most brilliant and intelligent students do not shine in the standardized tests because they do not have standardized minds. Let me repeat that again. Sometimes the most brilliant and intelligent students do not shine in standardized tests because they do not have standardized minds. Yeah man. Because as I may try to show you coming down the line, if you understand Jamaica school system, you have to look into the colonial past, you understand, and it was set up because it point out say it focused on mostly religious and them kind of thing there. Yeah man, so remember when you start the school you get introduced to this white man this white man as Jesus. You understand, this white man in a picture. If you stop any little youth now and you say show them God at a picture, they're going to try to find to show you that if them even get a teaching there. You understand? And again you go school from say 8 to like say 3, 4, and the same thing you're doing in our workplace, you understand? Yeah man, at the same thing, it's not much different. You go to school and you take orders from your teacher and thing, and then give you an hour for lunch. And then you come back and you the same thing at work. You go to work and you work from morning till a certain time, then give you a break, and then you come back at work and finish up and go home. You understand? As I point out, say them just train you for come work in them system, condition you, really live for your dreams. They don't train you to be independent. And that is criminal because, as I did point out again, you have 49, 50 students in a one classroom with one teacher, and each one of these students are unique in their own different way. You understand? And plus each one of them have faced them own difficulties of life. You understand? And that can't work. If you go, it can't work. If you look for Wagwan, look for how much youths in the streets, how much of them go through to school, to 11th grade or so. Then when them come out, it's like them even more lost than anything else because the workplace system set up a way so most of the businessmen them friend and so get work. You understand? So if you have the link, you know you're going to get the work. Most of them youth of them now no link. And them youth you done come from out of which party they done dig a grave for them already. So when them done and fight so hard and come out of the grave and stand up and look now, them realize that them in a deeper hole themselves. You understand? And even when you do go at them vocational and you go learn them woodwork and them kind of thing, you remember I see them way you have a whole host of them people, how much woodwork shop you can have in a one journal. Like how you have how much dancehall artists are. You have too much of them, and then when you have an influx of so much of them flush out other people with in the genre already. So like you have people who do woodwork long time. When you have so much woodwork, man, when a man would make 15,000, he have to start take 5 because you have 25 different men in the same thing and do the same thing. You understand? So it start a competition. And you don't know, you already know the competition is next to death. You understand? 13 years from basic school, primary school, high school, 13 years out of your life because it made mandatory. And what it actually do for you. Look on the road, how much madman, how much youth are beg, how much youth are stoplight. What it do. You understand? It is not helping us. And we have to start looking to these things, people. You understand? What is the school system doing? you can go back to the classroom that you were in, and then the chairs and the desks them maybe change up and the charts them on the wall, but I still the same classroom where you did inner. It don't change. You understand? And look how much hot car, look how much phone, look how much thing you have, but yet still school in the past. In our time when we need innovative, creative, fresh thinking minds. You understand? When then them have to go to school from them at 3, 4 and start getting indoctrinated about one bag of thing when it really makes sense. Because I've been through it. I'm gonna really see algebra and them whole heap of sitting there what we did do. I come to the phone now what we need to do it. You get what I say? So, I don't know. I look on the system, you know, from for the last couple of years, as I say, on the journey, and I look on some things and I say, no man, this thing not right. And most of the people them we are right, the test them and the curriculum for using at school, them people are not even teach. Them people don't know nothing about teaching, but yet them are prepared for the teacher to teach. And teacher are underpaid. Them even have it worse because them are trying to teach this thing and them are fair deal with it in the classroom. I'm pretty sure we hear how much things with students and teachers. As I may try to show you. The youth them are go through whole heap. It is dire. You understand? And each year you have a next first set of students that touch the road again to come get lost in the system, in the matrix. So what go change? What is going to change Jamaica? You tell me. Because look on it, just take a couple minutes and look on what me I try to present to you, my people. Look on it. Then put you in a classroom to sit down in a rows, you understand, straight across or however. At the same thing you know, work like in a them call center or in a one of them Guardian Life or one of them kind of place that see where them set you up in a some cubicles like decks. Just like what them do in a school. You have different shifts. You have school, you have shift. You understand? I'm a point out already say you have school will start like from 8 o'clock, 7:30 and them time to certain time of the day are the same thing, the workplace replica. You understand? So at them little thing I may look upon and I say, no man. You understand? And the school, your school, your classroom where you used to go, your school where you used to go. Only certain sections, but the classroom still remain the same. And look how much science and how much technology and how much kind of this. And if you have a garden place, you have to pay how much thousands of dollars. And as we point out in the article in the previous episode, that all of the schools here, and most of them, they started as free schools from the rich people. You understand? But by now, over time, it turned around. That's why I pay how much thousands of dollars for go these the St. Jacobs and the Woolman's boys and girls. You understand? So the thing set up. But it is no different. You understand? It is no different. It's just a condition of the mind. How much youth go to school with them dreams and end up at the end of school come out and actually execute it or even do it or go nowhere near it. No, so that is a very low ratio. You know? So we have to start question these things, and this is a system where nobody never question. Everybody just go with it. Nobody never question school system. You know, but look, it's not really harming us for the future. Because school is still in the past. It's an industrial system. It just train you, condition you to come work in a them system. It don't train you to be independent. So if we don't come together as a nation and start question them things, this is my purpose. This is what I love to do. This is me. I know me choose the hardest road, but I know this is just me. This is what I'm happy doing. Informing people, giving people information. Information empower you. You can't always take one side of the narrative. It's good to examine too. When you got a court or in any system with fear, they always give both sides a chance to talk so you can analyze and know. Say, okay, well, Ray. You can't just take one side of the story. Do some research and look into the background of some of them things. Jamaica is colonial. It's control. Queen can get up all tomorrow and tell herself so she want everybody off of this and we have to come off. What you can do? But if we come together as a nation and join together and start questioning them things, then you're frightened to see the steps that we can make. Because together we stand, divided we fall. Everybody know that. That's why they make sure I have PNP and JLP. I also always ask myself, why if your island so small, we even need a competition for the seat. One person could have just be the king and run things. But it can't work, it can't work. But just before you go, I go read something from a man named Frederick J. Kelly. This is one of the men that will invent standardized tests. And this is a small quote. The man say, all they care about is the almighty A. Frederick J. Kelly stated, these tests are too crude to be used and should be abandoned. You hear that? These tests are too crude to be used and should be abandoned. Shortly after he developed them. If the person behind the standardized life said that these tests are wrong, they should be done away with immediately. You hear that? The man will make up the tests, will invent them, will create them, say they are too crude to be used. Now you tell me, what should I say to that? You understand, people? So this is when I tell you, say, anytime you see me I bring anything, come show you, and I just, and this still just a touch of the surface. You understand? This just a touch of surface. But we give a part 1 and a part 2. Big up yourself for your support, my people. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up yourself for your support. You understand? Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. You understand? And leave a comment. Anything you want, I will reply to it. So leave a comment. And yeah, man, hit up the like button. Yeah, man. This has been the Lone Soldier. I'm recording.